Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tactical Chile. Um, Charlie, how we are today?
Hola, how's
So,
it
hola.
going? I'm doing very well,
Wow.
thank you. Just got
Yeah,
over a bad flu last week, so a bit more recovered now.
lovely.
How are you?
That is good. Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Just enjoying the not being sick for at least 1 week consecutive because I had been sick like recurrent with the small kids and bringing all those bags. But yeah, finally, I think we are out. Finger crossed and touching wood. A part of that, I'm very happy. This week is a very important week for Chileans. It's the
Yeah,
national, on the 18th and 19th of September is the national holidays for the Independence Day. So pretty much is a whole week in Chile at least of celebration, a lot of barbecues, party, drinking, of course, a lot of drinking, which is really cool. So celebrations start tomorrow. So
so what you're saying is we're coming around to yours tomorrow.
hand if you want, bro. Starting early, I think around 9:30 we start drinking. Yeah, good start. But yeah, no. The weekend will be the barbecue. Have some friends here, some people. So if you want to come along with the family, happy to be here. But
Well,
today we have a top elite, I will say, guest, somebody that has been mentioned a lot of times here. A
member of the
person,
elite 300 out of 300 at a New Zealand RTT club,
yes, is
which
a
you're not
300
part of
man.
yet. Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. Almost there, almost there. He is one of a kind, I will say, but he's also sponsor our events. Um, he's a commission painter, quite decent one, I would say. Uh, but yeah, let's give a big welcome to our good friend Josh to the Tactical Chile today. Give me 1 second. Bringing him in. Is Josh there?
Yes,
Hello,
welcome, Josh.
how are we?
Hey, welcome, Josh.
Welcome,
Very
welcome.
good. And you, my friend?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Can't complain.
Can't complain. That's always good.
I was going to
The
say no one
problem
ever
when you
listens
start
when you do anyway.
complaining.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can always complain, right? But
yeah. Nobody cares, I guess.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, no,
now, Josh,
that's
first question I actually have for you.
Shoot.
The most asked question I've had people ask me about you.
Oh,
How do you actually pronounce your
mm.
surname?
usually the rule
Yeah.
usually the rule of thumb I go with is most people have to give it a go first, more for my entertainment sake. Mainly because mainly because going through obviously high school and that, listening to all the different variants that teachers would come up with was quite comical.
Yep.
But no, baseline of it is just Mikkelze. So um, yeah, it's a Dutch Austrian name that we got. So
Oh, that's very cool.
yeah,
Micklesy.
it's not as frightening as it looks, I suppose. Once you get to know how to say it, but
Good. Mickles.
joys being an import is I ended up with an extra H on on my first name and then a very strange looking last name. So
Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
because people call you George McChelsea or
from my previous days with the lads and Kraken and stuff like that, it just ended up being Megalucci or whatever else they could come up with. So
Yep,
usually Oi.
Migalucci. I've heard that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Megalucci
Usually it was
too.
just Oi,
Yeah,
but yeah. No, there's all sorts of comical ones I've heard, and but yeah, rule of thumb is
yeah,
always like I make people give it a go before I tell them.
Awesome.
Megalucci.
I would not have guessed that at all.
I already forgot how to pronounce it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we got to watch this over and over again.
Yeah. You
Yes,
just have that
so
first part on recording just to remember
Yeah,
each time.
I,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will go and do like repeat until I get it, man. That's
Yeah.
the way that I'm trying to learn Italian with Duolingo. Just repeat the same shit over and over again. One
and
day I'll
knowing
get
you,
there.
Pato, you'll still bugger it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you
probably.
just yell at Frankie. That's all you do.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just yell and move their hands, and yeah, Italian.
It's 90% of it's in the hands, right? It's fine.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
100%. If you don't move your hands, you are doing
And
something
if you
wrong.
don't believe it, just watch Frankie TOing. It's all just the hands, hands.
Yeah. So yeah,
Speaking of Frankie TOing, you were at our Chilli Games event not too
Yes,
long ago,
yes, I was. I was.
and yeah, tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, I mean, like with anything, I'm always proud to come and play and roll dice and play toy soldiers at most events. So coming to support Tactical Chili was always awesome, and as Pato said, I'm definitely happily one of the sponsors for it as well because we want to see it kind of get uprooted and rise it up as well to be in the leagues with the other guys that are really trying to support the New Zealand community for Warhammer. But no, yeah, Chili Games was good. It was really good to kind of go out there, and obviously I was playing. For those that don't know, I was playing Imperial Knights. I wouldn't say it's a faction that's been seeing much stage in the scene really in a while, but they've always been a soft spot for me, running around with big murderous robots bowling through buildings, which is a nice additive on the last FAQ.
Yeah,
Um, but
because
no, it's definitely
you've been playing Votan for the last little while, haven't you? Because I know when we prepped
yeah,
for NZTC, which
yep,
you unfortunately
yep.
couldn't make, you were looking at running a pretty competitive Votan list.
Yeah, yeah, no, I've definitely been playing a lot of my Votan previously and really enjoying my little shorties. Um, but no, I just for time's sake, getting bombarded with painting commissions and not being able to throw paint on my own models recently,
Mm,
I thought it was just easier to jump on the big boys that I only need
yeah,
8 models for that are already pre-painted, and
yeah,
so it's easy to
yeah.
take 8 models to a tournament instead of 40, sort of thing. But
well, Charlie knows
Speaking,
about that. He
yeah,
plays
well,
Chaos Knight.
yeah, I'm not quite as cool as the 13 brigand list, but a couple of big boys is always pretty to see on the table.
no. Speaking of painting, I mean, because you're actually our usual paint judge, aren't you? Because being from a
Yes,
commission
yep,
painting
yep.
background,
I think
having a really good eye, you've judged a few of our
shouldn't have
events.
sold that now because now I'm going to get bribes everywhere.
That's the
Exactly.
good stuff, man.
Um, but this particular event, you came in and said you weren't going to be the paint judge, and you asked us to provide a paint judge because you were going for best painted yourself.
Correct. Yes, I thought I'd
Yeah,
try and cheese my way in and see if my knights could do it.
yeah, yeah. And then Pato dragged me in when I was very tired. I
Kicking
had
and
just come
screaming.
back from Europe, um, and then I dragged my 9-year-old in.
Hey,
Um,
I think that was more just to get the celebrities in, is why we dragged you over there. You've just been repping Team New
oh,
Zealand over there, so we've got to get the celebrity in.
Yeah.
no, I was half
With
asleep. I get my kid in, and I was like, just pick whichever one you like.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's the way to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
100%.
and then tell her, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
it is it is
No
it
matter
is
what
nice,
Pato
but it's
pays you,
wrong.
it's wrong.
No,
Yes,
no, it
that is.
was really good.
100%.
Um,
It was a
yeah,
good showing there. It was a good
yeah,
showing. I
because I think
believe,
you
yeah, it was
had
Chris Bowles took that away as well, which
he
was
did,
he came in
yes,
with his Votan, which was awesome little army, and he's done definitely
yeah,
a lot of awesome work on it too. And one thing that always stuck out for me with his Votan was his quite unique painted carapaces and lenses and screens that he's done
yes,
on all his vehicles. They're quite cool, vortex sort of purple looking.
yeah, and I think there are a few little
Yes.
conversions on some of the infantry
I
as well, if I
believe
remember
so.
correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was a very cool one.
But no, it's good. Like I said, it's good. I enjoyed it. But from what I could see, the faction split at Chili Games was quite diverse as well. We had quite a lot of
Yes,
factions showing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
Pato,
only one that we.
do you want to bring
Yes,
up the roster and then we can have a look at
yes,
the
I have
attendees?
the roster for you guys ready. There we are. So the roster is. Can you see it?
Yep,
Yep,
yep.
yep.
So
Cool.
just
There
quickly
is.
go through. So we had
I was
Chris
talking
on,
about Chris as the
yeah,
first one on the list.
that's the
Yeah.
first on the list. Yeah, Chris on Leagues of Votan, and then another Chris
Chris.
Hamilton, our friend from Hamilton Immortals
Yep.
on Black Templars, not the 100 Crusaders.
No, I don't
No.
think many people are that brave. And as brave as you are, Charlie.
I mean, I just have a
Well,
lot of models, so
I don't
it's
know
not
if
about
it's
bravery
brave or insane, to be
or
honest.
stupidity.
But
I call it stupidity.
yeah,
Um,
100%.
and David on, is it Eldari? Oh, he had the very cool
Sorry.
dinosaur ones thing.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Yes.
he's going for the trying to do the Exodite army. So he's working
It's very
around,
cool.
and for that, David has been a base painting army winner with Space Marines, the Ultramarines that he paint, and he's going with the Exodite with just pretty much converting all the miniatures in some point. So he didn't have the full army painted because he was still working on that. So
And
it's something
from
that
what I remember, some of his conversions are pretty cool. Like,
they are.
switching Warwalkers out for the Seraphim
Di-
dinosaurs with
yes,
them putting the Bright Lancers on their back. On so it's really cool. Some of them really
yeah,
well done. Very well done.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
That
painted
would
those
be
up now,
an army.
Yeah.
actually, since
Oh
since
yeah.
the Chilli
Yes,
Games event. Yeah,
Yep.
we
yeah,
saw him over the weekend, and he's actually got most of them painted now, I think.
yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I talk to David quite regularly on Facebook, and he sent me a few snippets of some of the ones, and they're looking cool. They are looking like it's definitely an army. If you see it on the table, it'll catch your eye for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
very, very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Then
Then we
we
got
have David March with
Oh, they're
Aldari
multiplying.
also,
Two Davids, two
both
Eldaris.
David. Yes. David March, the all Aldari player, testing the Prisma Cannon still, which I love. Fishy, our yellow card Fishy with Tyranids. Um,
Yeah, yellow card fishy. I don't quite get the
yeah.
reference. Is there something I'm missing?
Yeah, Fishy has been. I think is the only player that I know that has been yellow card in an event here in New Zealand
Jeez.
that I know.
Oh well, I
And
mean, all in all, I love Fishy to death. He's awesome, dude. It's
oh
always
no,
a joy.
I think it's hilarious. And was what was the game? What was the tournament where we were playing, Charlie? The Equinox, I think.
Which one? I don't
Yeah, when he
remember.
was giving the one at the convention, the one at bloody hell, Armageddon, the one at Armageddon.
Oh, that would be
The
MonsterCon.
one that was MonsterCon, the one was on the top. Yeah, so we were playing that one, and the first round he was paired against me, but before everything started, he was notified that he was yellow carded because something happened on the previous in another tournament. It was
Oh,
ages ago, and I was like
right.
Okay.
randomly, yeah, and he was so upset, really, really upset, because
Jeez,
he was
that's a
told
bit
that if
odd.
he get it, he was getting another yellow card. He was going to be expelled, and he would needed to abandon Armageddon and the place, and he was really upset. So I talked to him, calm him down, say, "Hey, dude, like you, you just play the game. Just don't worry." He was even thinking to not play the second day, so he was like, "Oh, fuck this shit."
I
And he
say
ended up doing
whoever
he ended
carried
up
the yellow
doing
card,
quite well. Yeah,
yeah,
well, was a
whoever
little bit
carried a
yeah.
but whoever carried a yellow card from a previous tournament to drag it into another one, that's pretty poor
Yeah,
management and POing sort of side of things. Like,
100%. But
yeah,
he actually we played the game. He lost he lost that game against me, but then he ended up doing quite well and ended up playing the last game against Ryan. And if he managed to beat Ryan, he couldn't even be up to third spot.
oh,
So
good on him.
Yeah.
I
He
told
could
him
have got your
just
scores
play the
wrong
game.
and then stole your third spot.
No, that was John T.
Oh,
That
that's
was
something.
John T. Larson. Johnny Larson
Johnny,
stole my
John.
third spot.
Johnny.
Johnny Larson
All right.
Okay.
he stole my third spot on MonsterCon. He
Oh, so
put
now
me in
so
the
now we
wrong.
know anyway. Yellow card fishy. All right. So
Yellow
moving
card
on
Yeah,
from
fishy.
him,
that's
who we
why
got
it's yellow
next?
catfish. Yeah, Henari with the dead
Yep.
card.
Hen. Good
Very
man.
cool dead card.
That was a
Yes.
very cool Death Guard army, I have to say.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
daughter
Very
really liked
cool.
that one.
Lot of conversion there, eh?
You know, lots of bright colors.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
why the yeah,
Probably
100%.
probably a high
Jacob,
saturation of pink.
yes.
Oh yes.
Jacob Jason with the Necrons.
Yep.
He has
Hypercrypt.
a quite yes hypercrypt. So
He has the
I think
frozen scheme, doesn't he? Because
yes,
Josh, did you
Frozen
do
first
his
scheme.
Silent King?
Yeah. Yeah, not his Silent King. He's
Oh, Void
I
Dragon.
commissioned painted his Void Dragon for him. He got me to do
Yeah.
that for him. But Yeah, neat. It's a neat scheme, 100%, and
Yeah,
it's quite unique. And also, he's an up and comer for getting into the competitive scene in Hamilton, like
Yes,
trying to
100%.
branch out and come into more Auckland competitive scene. So
very
he's
nice.
definitely an up and comer for the scene. That's good.
He's still a maybe for the Spymos flow. He told me, he sent me a message. He is quite keen to come, but he's trying to push some stuff around.
Yep.
Then we have Jamie Waite
Oh
with
yeah,
the
one of my
World
boys.
Eaters. Yes,
Yeah,
Tilty and Salty. Oh, the good old John Anderson. We
Yep.
love
Johnny
John.
boy. Yep.
Johnny Boy, he's pretty much in every single tournament he goes. Is super enthusiastic, and he is yeah. Now it's a great lad, and he drags pretty much everybody
Yep.
on the lads
Yep.
from Hamilton. So he is the
He's
carry,
good
the
quality. He's good
transportator,
quality.
the transportator. Then we have
Oh,
Josh
this dodgy fella. Yeah,
McChelsea.
make
close, but I
Chelsea.
told you you'd bugger it up anyway.
Yeah, uh, Charlie, you try to give me a go?
Dude, I've already forgotten. I'm actually going to go back and watch this recording
Cool,
just to
excellent.
learn Josh's surname. But
Oh,
I think it's the first time we've had the
The
chili
eas
and the cow
the
on the same
the easiest
stream.
way, in honesty, to say it is you just say Meg like a megalodon, L like the
yeah.
letter L, and then C like you're seeing something. Megalcy.
Megal C.
Megal C.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's the
Megal
easiest
C.
sort of Kiwi way to say
Mego C.
Megal C.
Okay, got it.
it.
Megal C. Megal
Let
C.
me let me put on
Yeah,
the Asian accent.
I was
Mego
about to say
C.
you had to add your own spice, didn't you, Char?
You fucking dumbasses.
Yes, though,
Uh,
as Charlie did mention as well. Sorry though, but the chili cow
yes,
cartel. Yep,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
First time we've got the chili, and the
And the
cow.
cow.
and the cartel.
No, and the cartel. We have Q with his Tau. He is consistently playing every single tournament, getting there with his Taus and trying to get into the more competitive scene.
It's good.
I,
It's
I
good
re-
to see too, because I first met him at the previous Over the Top when he was just sort of green coming into
yes,
starting to play, and it's good to see how far he's come in regards to just knuckling in
he
and
he
playing and getting reps.
he. Every time he's getting higher and higher on
Yep.
the spots, and it's very good to see him doing well. One day when we play on the uh, Hobby Master one, he ended up on the top table, table one, and he plays against me with the wolf jail. So I made a comment to him. It's like, you are the Icarus. You fly too high. Now you burn, yeah, you touch the sun, you burn your wings. And he's like, did you actually did the reference to he's like, yeah, man. It's like, but honestly, he is getting there. He is
Yeah, hundred
going
percent.
every time onto the big leagues. We have for the first time Kobe back from his um, not retirement, but he couldn't
Parental
do
leave.
events.
Parental
Yeah, he
leave.
couldn't do
Parental leave.
events for uni and work and everything, and was really good to see him with the Dark Angels. He loves lots, and he bring the spice sticks that he's trying to teach this guy. What's the name of these guys in the States? John Lennon, I think, something like that. He's trying to teach him how to play correctly Dark Angels, but still don't understand the good old Kobe take. He will
It would be
learn some.
funny if John actually messages you and go, "I watch your podcast." That would be
Oh, that will
hilarious.
be so fucking fun, man. Liam Hibbard, another of the Tilties and Salty Boys,
The
with the big
original Tilted,
guns,
Mr. Tilted.
Mr. Tilton.
Did you know Tilted and Salty was called that because Liam was tilted and Faniel was salty?
No shit.
Really.
Yeah, yeah. The rest of us were just there for the laughs.
Excellent. I
Yeah,
love it.
Liam would get tilted and Faniel would get really salty.
I genuinely wouldn't have taken it from Faniel. He always, every time I've played him, he always just seems so zen.
Oh, he's really nice, but he'll
Yeah.
complain about how the rules are so unbalanced
Oh,
and
right.
stuff like
Oh,
that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
just hilarious.
makes sense. We have Logan March with the towel from Roosters, another of the Auckland teams. Luke Paramount with the Astra Militarum. This guy I have here is the kryptonite of Johnny Larson.
Old Johnny's crypto, eh?
Not
Yeah,
Johnny
I know.
Larson, Jonty Larson.
Oh,
John
Jonty,
Johnny
that's the
Larson
other
would
one.
crush this, but
Was crashed.
Jonty,
Look, but Jonty is
uh,
not good at that level.
no, Johnny
Yeah,
international superstar, awesome. Jonty,
yeah, Jonty, not that good.
Backyard New
Um,
Zealand player, Johnny
we
Superstar International, yeah.
yes, superstar. We will try to have Luke here, of us captain of the Roosters, to talk with us, in a one of the sessions. He crazily enough accepted our invitation. I don't know what
Ooh,
you need to be thinking to accept an invitation from Charlie and myself to come here, but yeah,
hey,
uh,
hey, we're
we'll take
quality, we're
it.
good time. Come on,
Yeah, I
man.
know. Yeah, we
well, I
are.
mean, I've still got Peto's Colombians outside my door, so I'm stuck here until we
Yeah.
get the strain.
Until this finish, they will not leave there, man. Don't worry.
No, cool. Who's next?
We have Michael Perry with the Grey Knights. Michael is another lad from Hamilton, really quality player. He's really nice person, and yeah, he can cut you off guard, and he can smash your butt.
Not Mike Perry from Ottawa. Our Mike Perry.
Yeah, as the other one. This guy Patricio Campos playing with
No,
fucking Space Wolf.
don't care.
Nah,
But there's a good story
okay.
later about that.
Yeah, we
Don't care right
fucking
now.
hell. Yes, we will. Running Paramount with the Thousand Sons. Again with the T Sons running, trying to go hard. Um, he didn't play you this time, so I think he was very happy with that, Charlie.
I
Um,
didn't go. Like,
yeah, because always you ended up playing against him. Um, Ryan, good old Ryan with the Chaos Space Marine. He was jamming. Is the cultist one?
Yep, yep. He was doing the
Yeah.
cultist one, I believe.
Yes. Stephen Bedford with the Tyrannids and his Vanguard leads. Very nasty, very fast,
Very, very,
and
very aggressive list that. Very,
aggressive. Yes,
yep,
if he goes first, you are pretty much done.
yep.
Otherwise, you have a slight chance to survive. Sterling with Drukari, he was testing the planes. The what's the name,
Yep,
Charlie? You
yep.
love this that take.
the Void Raven bombers, yeah. It's a nasty
Oh,
one.
yes,
Yes,
yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
very very very
Which is
nasty.
nice to
He
see
has
Drew Carey back in the scene, because we haven't seen
Yeah.
them for so
yes,
long in the scene after they had their reign of
Absolutely.
terror in ninth and then sort of
I
disappeared.
don't miss that.
yeah. Don't we don't nobody missed that. He had the. I was very unlucky to have Stefan in the first round, and Stefan went first, so that pretty much resumed everything. Um, Tate with the Gen Steeler Cold. There is a great. I could talk hours about that list of Tate. He was not happy with his list. He swapped it, the detachment, because of me and Ashley. So yeah, I think he was not liking very
So,
much,
so
but
arguably you just sabotaged them before the tournament.
pretty much.
Hey,
Victor,
good.
oh good. Right?
I was going to say, good on Tay. He's probably one of the few that are still trying to make GSC work post
Yep.
Codex.
Yes,
Sticking
Trying a whole
100%.
to it,
bunch of
eh?
different, yeah, sticking to it. He says
Suck
it's
the
a lot more
punishment.
enjoyable, yeah, compared to Index.
Yeah.
I miss my demo charges.
Yep.
But
Yeah, yeah,
carry
yeah.
on.
Well, he was playing Index, I think, in this one. He was not
No,
liking
this
that.
was already Codex. He's playing the Index detachment, but it was already Codex, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
Codex,
True.
yeah.
Right. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Victor, our good friend, our real Mexican friend, not like me. I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Chile. Victor with the Dark Angels, he's tasting, trying those nasty Dark Angel stick. And the last one was William. William is was I think his first tournament. This one,
Nice.
with the Tau. Yeah, he
Oh,
actually
didn't you
played.
peer him into yourself?
Yes, yes, yes. I pair him into myself. That was
Random.
random. Yes,
Oh, it's
you
all
know
making
me,
sense
Charlie.
now. It's all making sense.
All making sense. Come on, man. You know BCP fucking pairs random, man. Um, So yeah, he was his first tournament. He has been around in the club, with he has a beautiful Tau with he's trying to do all of them look like Gundam wings. So they are fucking amazing. Yeah, he's working on them. They are looking very good, man. Yeah,
Nice.
so that was the
And
full
that's what I mean. It's quite a diverse showing of factions, which is nice to see because
pretty much.
usually in tournaments you see quite a the pie chart is usually three big pieces of the pie and then maybe a scatter of little slivers or something else.
Yeah. So we got a good spread and was good. Uh, and I think the most play faction was Tau this time
Yep,
with three
I believe
people.
that was right. Yep.
Yeah, a part of that, all of the other ones was just one or two of them.
Mm.
Um, this one ended up quite well. Look at this. Look at this guy. Eh?
Comes for
Handy,
best
handy,
painted,
and
takes
handy.
out the event.
Yeah, counts for the base
I'm
painting,
just a
and he,
hobbyist, guys. I'm not competitive.
oof, it's okay for
And
the
I mean,
paint.
like I said, I've brought Imperial Knights. They weren't exactly a meta scene dominant army, but you know,
100%.
Congratulations on the 300 out of 300, not dropping a single point. That's a very good achievement.
I think
Yes.
a lot of that luck came into my second opponent being too distracted trying to give me shit, and then my third opponent, and then my third opponent, me
Going
going first
second.
was definitely a upside to
Uh,
that. So
shall we go through the pairings then and see
yeah,
see who
hundred
you
percent.
played?
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go through your run.
Okay. Wrong one. Sorry. This is stupid, but yeah. There is. Josh against Fishy.
Yeah, so that round one was I felt pretty horrible. It was rough for Fishy because for one he's playing Imperial Knights where now we can just bowl through terrain, and if I remember correctly, the round one deployment was search and destroy. So I've already got that 18-inch bubble
Yeah.
between both deployment zones. So
So
it's sort
so
of
Josh, the funny thing about this round is I think I messaged Frankie just after the event started, like 9:30, 9:45,
yeah.
going, "Hey, how's it all going?" Because I was going to pop in to do the paint judging at
Mhm.
lunchtime. I was just reminding him, I was like, "Hey, how's everything going?" And Frankie messaged me going, "Fish is already lost. Josh just made three 11-inch charges, and he's
Yeah,
deep in his lines."
yeah. I don't know how I like it's one of those things where the dice gods just turned around and gave me a
Favor
bit of
you.
favour that time, but for smashing three 11-inch charges, you definitely you got to the point where I
That
gave my
was,
dice to the TO and said you can roll them if you'd like, and he rolled them and rolled a 1 and a 2. So luckily enough, it definitely showed we didn't need to go to the toilet. Um, but
that's just,
but yeah,
oh
no.
man,
Turn one, it was just hyper aggression, and I just making those charges kind of
mm,
sealed the deal.
yeah,
Getting a lancer straight into his exocrine and getting a few warglaives into other key pieces was pretty
yeah,
much just
yeah.
So basically, you had your Lancer with 18 inches separation,
mm,
moved the 14 straight, and then
yep.
just made a charge.
Move the 15 because taking reclaim the realm gives you an additional inch of movement and advance and charge.
Oh,
So for all your movement for your entire army, so your movement, your advancing, and your charging, you get +1/+2 for taking reclaim the realm as your oath instead of Lalo the tyrant.
Oh, interesting.
oh,
Okay.
so you have
Most
a
most Knights
different.
players you'll see will take Lalo the Tyrant, which is the one where you get Knights players where they go, okay, I get to reroll a hit and I get to reroll a wound once for every model.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's the
Yes.
one that most people take. But I've just found Reclaim the Realm recently, in my opinion, I think has more play because nowadays with Lalo the Tyrant, you're reliant on killing their warlord to become honored, and there's so many factions now and so many ways that people can just bog their warlord down or hide them, or so it's yeah, I find it's more reliable to get honored.
So, what's the criteria for getting honoured for this one? Because not a lot of players would
So
have seen
obviously,
this
yeah,
one.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
apologies. So to get honored, obviously with Lalo the Tyrant is kill your enemy warlord, then your army becomes
Yes.
honored. For reclaim the realm, it is claim the enemy's home objective in their deployment zone.
Of course, and then making a turn one charge,
Yeah,
you're there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
With OC 10.
yep. So it was
And if
sort of
you have
turn one
advance and
charge.
charge,
No, no,
so you select that.
The lancer gives advance and charge. He only has tank shock for free, but he moves 15 inches, and then an 11-inch charge that I made was sort of enough to
Okay.
get in.
So Fishy,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it sounds like he didn't deploy too up front.
deep.
He didn't give you easy charges.
They weren't easy charges, and he definitely tried to bait me for putting a few of his infiltrating units up to try and bait
Yeah.
me to see if I took those. But obviously, taking Reclaim the Realm, my priority is just sending the Lancer full bore into your deployment zone and
Yeah,
seeing if he
sure.
can bully his way to your terrain, bullying his way
Yeah.
to your objective. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
obviously making an 11-inch charge after a 15-inch movement, getting in, absolutely nuking an exocrine, and then consolidating onto his own objective was sort of turn one just felt a bit rude, but it was it was a bit violent, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
fucking hell.
Sounded like a quick game.
Yeah, well, that's it. Me and Fishy got to go and have a nice long cuppa and break, and we'll
And
stick
lunch.
for round two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
crazy, man.
So, see, Ryan got a nice 99-point win there.
Yeah,
Narrowly missing out on playing the 100.
I think if he got the 100, there was a chance that he played Josh and I play um, Stephen,
Oh, here we
or
go.
I
Now
play
the
Stephen.
excuses are coming out.
No, 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 no. That will go to be that couldn't have been because Stephen also got handy on
Yep,
this run.
yep.
Where is
I think there
Stephen?
was three of us going
Okay.
into round two
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
had 100
So
on the table.
he missing that point mean that there was a 50% chance that I played Josh, and being the lucky of we pretty much have played now. I'm saying in the two events that we have played, we or together or as a single, we have ended up playing both in one of the rounds at least. I think it's the second
If I
one
remember
always.
correctly, the first event was with my Votan was round two again, I believe. Yeah, and I played into you, and it was a different story than this event. You absolutely steamrolled me, and
Yeah, it was hard.
that was why I came to this event with bringing my 3-story big murder robots to get a bit of revenge
Yeah.
from the old stinky wolf jail.
So, spoiler alert,
100%.
Josh beat Patricio round 2.
Yeah,
Do we
he
have a
beat
look at what
me.
the score is there, Pato?
Let's go. This is going to be fun. Why
And
not?
we'll go through this round in extra detail.
Extra detail. Yes, please.
So,
So
so
100
yeah,
100 to
again.
50, that is a 19-1.
19-1. Yeah, I brought a point.
Yeah,
Excellent.
you brought a point. Good job.
Good job. Good
You know,
job.
Josh,
I should.
before going in, he saw the pairings. It was lunchtime, and Pato just went, I've got this. I've got so much lethals and rerolls going into Imperial Knights.
100%, and I
Yeah,
can attest to it. I went in there shitting my pants.
He told.
yeah,
Yep.
From my
He.
previous experience of Wolf JR, I was like, I
yeah,
don't think I've got the tools for this.
yeah,
I'll give it a good crack, but
yeah,
yes, no, Pato looked like he was foaming at the mouth and smiling and wagging his tail when he seen that it was me he was going into round two.
yeah. He
Uh,
absolutely was.
I love to play against you, my friend. And I was like, I told you the other way around. I told you I think you have the advantage in this game, and you told me no, I think you have it. So
Mm.
neither of I was confident to beat the other one. And it's just because the high toughness and he also has the speed to go into. But yeah, well, I think we both were like, no, I think you win this game. No, 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 I think you win this game. I was like, let's see what happened.
That's
And
not what he told me at lunchtime. He was like, I got this.
okay, do
So
you have
I'm
that
going for
decent?
the 100.
No, no, you told me you bring me the 100 because you need to have the perfect score. That's what you wanted.
I was hoping someone would join the 300 club.
Yeah, well, Josh joined it. Um, this time I was.
As Pato said, though, it was a bloody enjoyable game. I always enjoy playing Pato because it's obviously us being quite close friends. It's always good to
Yeah,
have the high level of banter in a game. Sometimes your games can get quite sweaty, you can get quite
Yeah.
stillness in the air, between everything like that. So it's nice to have a refreshing game where you can just sit there and absolutely shoot the shit with someone
And
for the
sometimes
whole time.
Pato banters a little too hard and forgets his
Yeah,
rules,
yeah,
right?
100%.
yes.
Like, and for in that game there, he fell weight. I think you made two big boo boos. Sorry, in regards to talking
Yeah.
too much shit. Was the first one you put your Vindicator down, but then didn't actually put him down to deploy him, and then
Oh, that's right. Yes.
we got to the end of deployment, and I
So
was like, cool. Then we rolled for first turn, and then you looked and you're like, oh, My Vindicator's there.
No, we already rolled about that, and when I went to move stuff, I was like, "Why the fuck my Vindicator is in the back in the end of
That's
the
right.
of the
Yep.
table?"
Yeah, that's
And I was
right.
like, "Did I deploy my Vindicators?" Like you say, "I don't know. I assume that was a deploy because it's in the table."
Yeah.
Like, so what
Yeah.
happened was that the Vindicator, the dorsal blade was broken from the
Mm.
previous game. So I pick it up, super glue it while we were deploying, and then I put it on the table so it was flat and could super glue. And but was in the table, it was in a position that was actually kind of like you could say that was deployed.
Mm.
And I was like, I forgot. He forgot about it, and then when I went first, and I was like, yeah, cool. I can move my Vindicator, get onto the 24 and shoot the big knight that was there in the line. I was like, wait a moment, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, that happened. That was a critical error, one of the errors.
Well, that's probably the first one that led you with your wings too close to the sun this time. Um,
Yes, 100%,
but
hundred
and
percent.
throughout that, obviously for the for the first few rounds of it, it was definitely I managed to deploy, I think, quite successfully in regards to being very cagey. Didn't really give you a
Yes,
lot of options turn one, and then I retaliated quite aggressively turn one.
yes, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I think it was turn three that you made your big blood surge boo boo. Turn three or
Yes,
four, I
yeah,
think it
turn,
was. But
turn three. So there is a couple of errors on that round that haunts me until today. One, that I had one of your little knights that was in front, like less than 3 inches away from my big block of uh,
Thunderwolves.
Thunderwolves,
Yep.
with still the blood surge there. You you made the error of shooting me first with the small knight,
Hmm.
which you should have shoot me with the big knight
Hmm.
and then with the
Correct.
small knight. So you shoot me with the small, and after you shoot me, because I was fucking around, I forgot to blood search,
Yeah.
and that was a 3 inches, less than 3 inches probably. I needed a two most likely to get into engagement range. That will go into the knight, the shooting with your big knight,
Hmm.
which will that big
Because
knight killed the whole
if I
squad.
remember, yeah, if I remember correctly, it was the Crusaders volley that picked up that entire squad.
Yeah, hundred
Yeah.
percent. The big knight, I think you kill one, with the little knight, sorry, and with
Hmm.
the crusader, you fucking deleted everything. I roll like crap, but
Hmm.
you have the input of killing, and that cost me the game because that was I already had to sacrifice one of my Thunderwolf units to put pressure on you. I
Hmm.
lost that. Only the two characters will survive. That was enough to keep pushing and killing small knights more likely. But
Hmm.
losing a second big squad, that put me off. And the
Hmm.
second error that I had there was that Logan on foot,
Yes.
I couldn't save him.
Yeah.
And because if I remember, your little knight was because of the movement, you needed to go back, but you couldn't get your full base inside of the terrain. So you
Hmm.
were half of the base, and I was inside, so you could shoot me. If
Hmm.
I going outside of the terrain,
You would have been fine.
you technically
Yep.
you couldn't shoot me because
Yep.
you were not. I forgot about that, and I
Correct. Yeah.
decided to go for the nothing basically. You shoot me, come and re-roll. Of course, I roll another one, and that was the end of Logan, and I could save Logan, and that could give me the command insertion,
Yep.
and probably put you in another position. So those two errors for me was critical. You had one big error too. That was that you could have done the charge earlier to my home objective and tag
Yes.
and
Yeah.
take the home objective so you get
That was with
honor.
the castigator. Yeah, I remembered that.
Yeah,
I got two
greedy.
bloodthirsty with your Thunderwolves, and I wanted to definitely nuke them. And then after that, I was like, oh well, he's going to sit here on this objective, he's going to cleanse, and I'm going to shoot you Thunderwolves. And then I realized that well, I could have actually, instead of cleansing, made a charge and then become honoured for my whole household. But hey, it's one of those things, eh?
I also reminded him that Logan scenario, even if he got shot, because there was a couple of Halverns, right? Did you play the strat for the extra AP?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Squire's
honestly,
duty proc.
you could have just armor contempted and had 2-up saves anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he said, I forgot I have armor contempt.
I never used that shit. I
Being
don't
a
know how
space,
I win.
being a Space Marine chapter and all, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Typical
I
Bardo.
win. I never use fucking Armor of Content, man.
Yeah.
Now I use it on the. I actually use it on the Vindicator, but yeah, on Logan, yeah, was a
He's a
poor
Terminator. He's got
decision
a
there.
2-up, right?
I
It's
know,
it's a
It was
really
a
good thing
poor
to use. Yeah.
decision because I could have done so many things.
But like I said, and all in all, it was a bloody enjoyable game.
Dude,
There's
sorry,
definitely quite a few boo boos and stuff like that happened between both of us. But
yeah,
yeah,
I will say the big winner of your day was the Lancer. That the fucking asshole was on 3 wounds. I grenade him. This guy goes. I think I did four mortals or
four
something like
models.
that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and these guys go and save 3 of them. So I think it was
Fine.
two, and
No,
you
no,
were
if I
in
remember
one
correct, if I
wound.
remember correctly, no, it was four. It was 4 dice. Yeah, and I rolled
Yeah,
3 6s, and then
yeah.
you didn't believe me, so I left my dice with her, and you came over and
And
so
yes, and then I was like, okay, cool, doesn't matter. I still have the charge and the pistol, and I still have the charge and the power fist. I can do 2 wounds to this guy. I can do it. Uh, Plasma pistol did nothing,
yeah.
and I failed the charge. That was a bloody 5 inches charge, probably something like that. I failed
If I
miserably.
remember correctly, you rolled a 1 and a 1. You snake
Yeah,
eyed it, and then you CP re-rolled it into a 1 and a 3.
yeah, something like that. It
So
was
yeah,
horrible,
yeah.
man.
So
Horrible, horrible. So yeah, that was bloody Lancer, and I managed to kill them at the end, but I needed
yes,
to
yep.
go back with a character or something. I was like, why, why?
Like, I'm pretty sure the next round you just ran up and grenaded him again, and I didn't feel no
Yeah,
pains, so
No.
you got popped. So
But that's a whole extra turn for him to activate, right? So,
correct. Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
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 No,
I
it's
think, in all
crazy.
honesty, as well, the Lancer is actually something that's a unit that tournament anyway, and all my casual games I've been playing afterwards. He's still a unit that catches a lot of people off guard. A big knight that comes rampaging with a 15-inch movement, toughness 12, 25 wounds, and then he's got a 4-up invulnerable save at all times.
Yeah,
Right?
that catches people out because people
Yeah,
expect knights to be easy to kill in combat, right? This
100%.
guy's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Also, why do you need Lance on a strength 20 weapon? That doesn't make sense.
Well, point in case, what happens if you're going to be smacking a great unclean one?
Yeah, that's
Winning on
true.
2s, otherwise you'd be winning on 3s without Lance.
That's true. That is
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
But
So what you're saying is I should build mine and give it to you to paint. Is what I'm hearing.
yep,
why not?
yeah. But
Why
no,
not?
look, like I said, it was a bloody enjoyable game. It was nice to get a bit of revenge
Yeah, it
on
was
that Wolf Channel.
really was really good. I really enjoy the game. I was more worried to give you shit than play the game,
Yeah,
but because Josh was like, we made like multi charges, and he was like, okay, cool. Doesn't matter. I don't have CPs. Can you start from this side and go in order? And I was like, nah. I think I will start with this one. Come on, Paddle.
here's my OCD brain being like, okay,
Yeah,
I can't
come on,
interrupt, bro.
Paddle.
The charges are all yours. We'll just start from this one here, so we don't get mixed. And he goes, no, I'm gonna do this middle one here, and then I'm gonna jump to this left one over here, and then do this right one here. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And you get halfway through your combat, you get halfway through your
And
fight
you,
phase, and you're going, has that one fought, or has that one fought?
and you can see Josh eyes was trying to he was trying to do his best to not kill me. But yeah, I was fucking I love it. I really
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that caused me a lot of there's a lot of concentration on that.
yeah.
So Josh, as the champion of defeating Pato's monstrous streak with his wolf jail, what's kind of the advice you'd give in terms of playing into it, because it is a very scary list, right? So in
I
terms of
think that
deployment, the
the same
distances.
advice that I've got going into sort of any jail army esque
Because
army.
as Imperial Knights, you can't screen him out You don't have infiltrators. You don't have,
Correct.
20-man
Yep.
blobs, cultist blobs, things like that to screen him out to survive the
I
extra turn
think
for shooting. Yeah.
honestly, with like, well, at least with my knights anyway, I find going into jail armies because there are a few of them around. Like Stephen, my round three was a jail
Yep.
army
Yep.
as well with
Van
Vanguard
Jail.
Knights.
Yep.
Um, I find a lot of people get a bit too worried and go kind of quite conservative in regards to their response to jail, like, oh, I'll huddle up, I'll turtle, and then I'll try and push out. Whereas that just allows the jail players to just go exactly what they want.
Yep.
They just
Just
want you to
wrap you.
turtle up and then they just wrap you and that's it. Whereas I'm sure, as Pato can attest, in the game that I went to with him, I just retaliated his aggression with my aggression.
Mhm.
So I
Yes.
just went full bore into his full bore.
So did you go first in this one?
No, Pato went first.
No,
Okay.
I
Pato went
went
first.
first.
Did he do his turn one 19-inch advance, auto advance? Because that's the scary thing about the Wolf Jail list. If there's enough
No, yep.
space in a
No.
corridor,
There,
they
there,
move 19 inches, then charge.
there was enough there for him to do it, but if I remember correctly, you didn't want to because the only one that you could get to was the Lancer on the line.
Yes, correct. I prepared my turn two on the first turn.
Mm.
I put a defensive line, sacrifice a couple of units that they were not going to do much against the knights, but they could at least hold the fort. Um, as I said, I was really worried about the that Lancer because I knew that amount of wounds and the 4 up and the 6 up invo was going to be a big bone to chew for the dogs. I knew that I could do it with time, and I needed to invest on mortal wounds also.
Mm.
Needed to get those mortal wounds going, and I think I did also I didn't have my Vindicator to shoot one full turn. My Vindicator did wounds to him on Overwatch because I mark him as a. When I
Key
realized
target.
that my yes, when I realized that my Vindicator was bad positioning, the only thing that I had in my hand was okay, cool. I position for a good Overwatch and pray to the Emperor that gives me the fucking sixes that I need on a lot of dices, which I did. I got a couple of sixes there, but of course, George also have a 4 up involved. So
Mm.
everything that I put there will be probably 50% that cross the to the other side. Um, so if I had probably 2 turns of shooting with the Vindicator, I may had or at least one good turn of shooting plus the Overwatch. I could have probably killed that knight easily or faster, give me the freedom to go other places. But that cost me another yeah. So uh, as I said, was a fantastic game. I enjoyed because I laughed until fucking yeah. It was a lot of laugh. I fucked up and it still haunts me. But I couldn't be better, man. I really enjoy playing Josh. He won. He got the handy. Happy with him. He got his revenge for the bloody dwarfs. He needed to upscale because the little ones couldn't do it, so he needed to bring the big ones.
Now I'm just asking questions so more people know how to deal with you going
Yeah,
Oh
forward.
well,
no,
like I
hundred
said,
percent.
in my opinion, I think it's the stigmatism around this whole jail aspect in the current meta where people hear, "Oh, I'm playing jail," "Oh, it's jail." It's as a lot of people just get that natural cagey turtle effect in their mind, and they go, "Right,
Yeah,
I'm going to castle everything up. I'm going to consolidate my forces, and then we're just going to push out in one big massive wave." Whereas in the
but you
actual
can't.
reality of things are, is as soon as you castle up, you give the jail player time to go, "Excellent, you are now going nowhere for 5 turns of
Yep.
the game."
Yep. You lose the board presence. You actually need to go
Yep.
out and fight, be aggressive, and
Yep.
fight for board control as
Yep. So
early as
you
possible.
just have to
Yeah.
respond to their aggression with aggression, and that's
Yep.
what I did round two and round three in regards to the fact that with Pato, I knew what he can do, I knew the aggression he had behind it, and I knew that I just had to push up, otherwise this wasn't a game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that I guess that having the first game with the dwarfs when we after the game we talk about what you couldn't have done better. We talk about all those things that could it happen or you could it avoid. I think you took all that and put it on this game,
Mm.
and it went all onto your favor. um I don't like the when I got pressure when I'm rush. Jail don't like that. Like likes to have their own tempo. They like to be the one that dictates the the speed of the game and what we do. Um, because otherwise I need to start taking decisions that may compromise more units that I need to for
Mm.
that. Um,
Which is
uh,
exactly like Pato said. Like, the way that I had to go about it was I had to dictate the tempo. So,
yeah,
like, instead of going, cool, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just try and play defensive and just try and get what points I can, I had to take risks with my models where I was just sort of like, no, we got to push out here.
Yep.
We got to try and go for this unit and nuke the unit and then hope next turn that we're still around to jug over and score this. Whereas
Yep.
you just had to put the pressure on them, going, no, I've got to try and commit to start whittling down the jail in his territory so he doesn't have the chance to come forward.
Yep. So
yeah,
gel
yeah,
lists don't win on killing you; they win
No,
on keeping you
it's
away from
literally just
scoring.
bogging you
Yeah.
down, 100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
If the army is like Eldari, like they are fragile, yes, they will kill you.
Mm.
But otherwise, like I play against Liam Necrons with the bloody um, um, brights. That is pretty much the contra. It's pretty much similar, but they can come back. I didn't kill him, but I killed enough to keep getting the OC on the stuff, and he couldn't kill me fast enough. And I won the game for because of attrition, and I keep scoring. You know, that's all. That's what you do. That you yeah
The big luxury I have as well over a lot of other armies, well, I suppose the other Chaos Knights have it as well, but not many people play big Chaos Knights, is that with the Titanic keyword, obviously, Titanic walkers, even if I get surrounded, I can still just walk over. So,
yeah.
as soon as they try and jail you up and go, whereas they used to jailing people up, basing them, surrounding them, and then you can't move. That's it. You're locked in.
Yep.
I can just sort of go, okay, cool. I'm going to fall back, and I'm just going to start heading out where I want to head.
Yep.
So,
I mean, the best case in that scenario with the gel list is trying to use the movement to dictate where you can go when you
yeah,
do fall
100%,
back.
100%.
Yep.
Yep.
So force you
Yeah,
into
no.
positions you don't want to be in, push your turn behind, that kind of stuff.
But then that's
Yeah.
another layer that you have to throw on your opponent too. They have to try and assess if they can do that without
Yeah.
compromising their usual sort of jail
Yeah.
maneuvers and stuff. So
Yeah. And with something like wolf jail, you also have to be wary of that blood surge, right?
yeah,
And
hundred
stay
percent.
outside of 6 inches or
Yeah,
7 inches. Yeah.
yeah.
And to be honest, I can tell you that and it's you're right, but it is more a psychological effect that 6 inches that people still gets like, oh fuck, I need to be outside of that six. I need to, or I don't shoot you. I don't want you to search. I don't shoot you. Or I don't get into the nine bubble, so you can, because what you can do, you get into the nine bubble, you can reactive move, and then okay, cool. Now I'm closer, and if you shoot me now, I'm going to search. So a lot of people avoid to interact with the Thunderwolves sometimes, which is bad. But it's because they don't have the tool, or they over. I guess they are over cautious with them, um, which
I
is
mean, Thunderwolves in their own accord though are a tough cookie to chew on. Like, because in the
yes,
end of the day, you've got 4 wounds backed up by a 4 up invulnerable save on a toughness 6 chassis.
Yep.
yes,
Toughness 6, yeah.
And
So, like, they
access
they
to
are,
-1 to hit and wound and shooting,
yeah,
I believe.
and also armor of
Yeah.
content if they want it.
That's right. Yeah.
yes.
So like, they are a tough cookie to deal with, but they are, as you say, a cookie that you have to deal with. If you're going to ignore them the whole game, then you're just letting God
The
knows how many
jail
points they
work.
outscore. Yeah, they do what
Yeah.
they
They
want to
are
do.
all C2 each. They will outscore you. They will push you out of an objective, and they have the bodies to even block you to get into the objective, regardless if you want to charge. So they can do a lot of nasty things if they want, but you need to liaise with them.
Mm. And
Otherwise,
also,
you
you've
are.
got the ones where you've got that character. I can't remember off the top of my head his name. I think it's Deathwolf. I think Harold, is it Deathwolf?
Harold Diffels.
Oh
You've
Two
got,
of
yeah,
as soon as he
the
gets one, where they get
yeah
lethals and devastatings, and
dead
and
wounds.
like
Yeah.
they are potent. They are potent,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah,
can't not ignore. But
yeah,
you can't
and
ignore them and hope to win.
100%. And if the player, the wolf player, gets everything staged correctly
Mhm.
on the turn that he declared the white war from Logan, you are fucked
Mm.
because not most likely nothing will be done after that, and you are going to lose at that
Mm.
stage the game.
But they're
Okay.
definitely a unit. Like they're definitely a unit that like you got your death guards, where you've got your great unclean ones, and your Mortarians and stuff like that, where they're units that 90% of the time you just ignore, and you can ignore them. You let them do their thing, sure, and if they come over, you might shoot them, and you just play the game. But Thunderwolves aren't a unit that you can choose to ignore. You do have to deal with them. Otherwise, the psyche of the jail is working.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
I mean,
No,
at WTC, what we saw was, I mean, I can only speak to custodians because that's what I was kind of practicing. People took Valerian just to deal with Thunderwolves and potentially a couple of other kind of niche things. Because Valerian, usually you don't take him. He's a terrible character for 110 points. But having AOC in combat, leading a unit of wardens into Wolf Jail, you just set
mm,
him up, right?
yep,
Yeah, you
no,
can do
cool.
a
Oh
lot
well.
of
So that was
So,
the duking of round two.
yep. And then
yes.
yeah, we can see ye old Tyranid Jail on there with 100 against Ryan. Poor Ryan scoring,
Yes,
is that 22 points?
22 points, bro.
Ouch. I'm guessing Nids went
Uh,
first in that one.
Yeah, I definitely think so
yes,
with that list.
he
That's
went. He went first,
Yeah.
and
So
I
do
think the RB that was playing Ryan was the. I don't want to say that Jaylee army, but it was like a lot of infiltration, I
Oh
think,
no, no,
or I'm wrong.
Stephen was playing the jail 110%.
Yeah, I know,
That
but
yeah.
Ryan list yeah, I'm not sure
was he
was.
playing the Alpha Legion cultist list
Let
with
let
the?
me double check. Let me double check. He was playing
I thought
Renegade
he was
Riders.
playing. Oh no, he's
Now
playing. It's just a
Renegades.
standard. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Dark Commute,
So
The
he
Cutlass
Alpha
doesn't have
Knight.
the
Legion
infiltrating.
the Alpha Legion one is
No.
like a chaos jail, isn't it? Someone that they
It
get
is. Yep.
infiltrators for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No, I think he was playing that one on Hobby Master. He was
right.
testing here
Ah, okay.
the
Yeah.
Chaos Rider. Yeah. You're
Okay.
right.
No, he's got 2 units of ACDC in this one, which of course the Gene Stealers will
Yes.
just tear up. So
Yep.
Yeah. Go
so
go shoot him.
so
So
round three.
yeah, coming into
Round
round three, I
three
think it
happening.
was Stefan and I were the ones going in with 200 points for the day.
Yep. Fighting
Yep.
for that sweet 300.
Mm.
Did we think this was going to be a hard one for you?
Only if he was
Going
Stefan went
first.
if Josh
first.
was
Yeah,
second.
Yeah.
if Stefan went first, it would have been a lot more bullying I'd have to do out of my deployment.
Yep. I mean, it probably wouldn't be a 100-point game.
No, I think in the situation, just with how it was, I'd probably still eke out a draw slash light win
Hmm.
if he had have gone first. But I definitely
Yeah.
don't think I would have been able to duke 100 out of him having first turn because it's a lot of infiltrators, like a lot.
Of advance
Yeah.
and scout, advance and charge. Yeah, a lot of
So
units
then,
that fast.
yeah. So then coming back into this, it was just the same mentality for me. And Stephen was an awesome guy, awesome dude to play. Never
Yep.
played him before, so it was cool first experience to roll dice with him.
And quite rare. We don't have a lot of Vanguard Nerd players in New Zealand.
Yep,
Stephen is the one that's consistently playing and playing it to a high degree of skill, right? So
yep. From what I've heard, like when I met him, yep. Um, but like with me, it was as soon as I got the first turn, the switch just turned on in the back of my brain, which was just anti-jail, which
yeah,
was just aggression. You know what I mean? So like
yeah.
just
Yeah.
everything was just turn one, just push. Everything was just go and like dictate the battlefield on my terms. And yeah, the
No.
Lancer, that Lancer came an MVP on that game too. I
Yeah.
think Stephen put into the Lancer, if I remember correctly, it was 2 squads of Gene Stealers, 2 Brood Lords, a Hive Tyrant, a Neuro Tyrant, and something else all charged him. And I think he walked away only doing about 8 wounds in combat to the Lancer
Ooh,
out of everything.
Oh,
ooh, that's
So, and
rough.
then it turned around and did, I think it was 32 wounds to his Hive Tyrant with my Lancer. So, like the Lancer definitely that day just took MVP from how much
Yeah.
punishment it took, just soaked it. But yeah, I can definitely see the violence behind that Vanguard Nids list. Like I can see
Oh yeah.
how he had walked into round 3 with 200 points.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that can catch you off if you're not used to it at all.
Yeah. Absolutely. I had the pleasure of playing Stephen when he was still working out the list, still tweaking it out, still learning Vanguard. And the codex had just come out. It was MonsterCon last year, so that Armageddon tournament part I was talking about before.
Yep.
And we were playing. I think we were playing for first place by round 5. I played him in round 5, and yeah, got trying to work out all the reactive moves and the battle
Yeah.
shop shenanigans, and then he definitely put in a bad position, and I managed to outscore him on primary.
Mm.
Um,
And
yeah,
the
and
one thing
yeah,
too that always catches me out about Tyranids, and I mean I've played them enough now with the new codex, but I still
yeah.
always forget hands down is the Shadow of the Warp.
Oh yes,
Like and
yes,
it's something that you know it's there,
yeah,
and then your brain fart about it, and then they
yeah,
turn around battle round 3, 4, 5, and they go, oh, I'm calling Shadow of the Warp, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
that's right.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
You got to always play for it, and then that's you know because I played John McLaughlin at NZTC,
yep, yep,
and
Oh yes, you
he
did.
was waiting for it because we had the bottom of turn scoring on one of the missions, right? And like you scored it was at the end of the game for every objective you held or something like that. There was a lot of points coming my way turn 5, um, and he just saved it for turn 5. He was like, I'm just going to
yep,
shadow you on your turn, and I was like, okay, I guess I got to start sticking some of these objectives
yep.
as I walk over them. And I think it came down to like I
You
was close to
pass.
getting 20 0'd, but I passed a 10 up battle shock
Oof.
and I held 2 objectives or 3, and then I actually managed to score some points. Yeah, I
Yep.
think I secret missioned and got the 20. That's right. Yeah,
Yes, your
Nice.
secret
Yeah.
yeah,
mission.
and I swung it
That
back to like a 7 point or 8 point game for me.
that's still
Yeah,
something that I'm still a little bit like I'm definitely a user and abuser of them too, the secret missions, but I still stand on my side of the fence saying I think they're a bit overtuned. Secret missions at the minute, they just are far too reliable if you play it the right way.
yeah,
Yes, there is some
Like,
RBs that they can do it very, very easy
hmm,
and that are very reliable on that. And
yeah.
it's yeah,
They make me want to bring the Alaris brick all the time.
yeah, yeah, nice command insertion, good luck.
Yeah, I moved
Yeah,
5 inches, but I upsy downsy. It's fine.
yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, round 3 was awesome. And like I said, Stephen was a pleasure to play. He was an awesome dude. Had some good laughs too.
Any
But
tight moments where you thought it might have not swung your way, or
I definitely got a little bit of sweat on the brow when my Lancer had, like I said, 4 or 5 units just
just making the charges?
charged him and just
Yeah,
landed on him. And I was like, oh, I think this might be nigh on time that the Lance gets popped in one turn.
yeah.
But
So did you bother like interrupting or
didn't have the CP, so I just had to sit
didn't
there
have
and
the
take it
CP?
like a chump.
Oh,
take
Um, so
take it like a big boy, big boy.
I sort of had to sit there and accept what it was going to be. But
yeah,
the rest of the battlefield was sort of well positioned on my behalf. But I was just trying to go for that big balls charge to get
yeah,
the make onto my household. Get up to
yeah,
his objective, push
yeah,
up
yeah,
there. But yeah, then when 4 or 5 units just surrounded, and I was sort of like, oh, maybe I got to commit another 1 or 2 turns of another night trying to run up and get the realm,
yeah,
reclaim the realm. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just only doing 8 damage to him from all of his units. I felt bad in a way because like he should
I
have
mean,
been
it's
dead or
did he battle shock you? Did he manage to battle shock you, or
no,
did you
no. I
pass the battle
passed.
shock?
I passed all of the
Yeah,
tests
because
that he
there's
was because those he had those little. I think they were the lictors or something or the neuro
the
something that are the
Yes,
neurolictors can
yeah
pick
neuroleptic.
someone to do a battle shock.
yeah
He can put
yeah
Death Leaper there.
yeah
Um, and with the new not shadows, not the synapse, there's like -2 to your leadership
yeah yeah.
most of the time.
I'm
So
pretty sure my Lancer most of the time was saved beyond a 9 up with a
yeah,
leadership or something
it's
like that. So
rough. And as soon
mm,
as you fail leadership, he gets +1 to wound for his entire army against that model, right? And
Yes,
then just pops stuff so
yeah
quickly, and you can't see you can't do any of your defensive strats. Not that the Lancer needs one because he doesn't need to rotate, but
no no.
yeah,
But
luckily.
yeah, no. So that was definitely probably one of the more tense moments with
yeah,
Stephen was when I just the Lance got mobbed and I was like, oh, I think this is it for the poor lad. But no, he just managed to
Shrugged
somehow
it off. Yeah,
tin ass his way through it and make his 4-ups and make his 6-up 200 pains on the few ones
yeah,
that slipped through. So,
yeah,
but
Took it like a champ, man.
yeah. But aside from that, like I said, I definitely could see how Stefan was rolling around with the scores he was getting because it's a very well tuned list.
yeah,
The Tyrant
Yeah,
Jail one, like it's made and designed to do one thing, and it does the one thing well. Like,
yeah. Absolutely.
I
And it
play
doesn't.
against that list.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie.
No, no.
When we did the Warp Wars,
Yeah.
or one of those tournaments that I was with Aldari, and he made same as you on the fishy game. He made three or four 12 inches charges or 11 inches charges,
yeah, yeah,
and he locked my whole army Aldari, and I was like, "Yep, cool. Fuck, I cannot do anything." And that was it. I turned one, pretty much I lost the game 20-0, and it was like, oh, this is, I think, the first time with Aldari on just second nerves. So was not even close to be that bad. It's like, get at 20-0, I was like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, because he plays the 3 units of Gene Sealers with Brood
yep.
Lords, so he can
Yes,
get
yes.
almost his entire army. Because there'll be a couple of units of Von Ryans, and
Two
If I
Von
then
remember,
Ryans.
if I remember correctly, he had a couple of units of Von Ryans. He had
yeah,
the Gene Stealer mobs. He had the Neurolictors.
yeah,
He had what else was infiltrating? There's something else, and then he also had the. I never can remember which one it is, whether it's the Morlock or the Trigon. But he had the one, the big tyrannid snake that pops up out of the ground, can pop
Did
up
he do
That's
3 inches
mortal
Morlock.
away.
wounds?
Morlock.
Did
Oh,
it?
okay.
No, no. So Morlock does mortal wounds. Trigon can do 3 inches.
I think it was a 3 inch one, so whatever that
Yeah,
one was.
yeah.
But
It'll be
like
the
and
Oh,
Trigon.
it was a
Yeah,
Trigon.
that leaves you so much utility to just nab an objective if you want to. If people don't position right and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, or he
but
just rapid ingresses 10 inches away because it moves 10 as well,
yeah,
and it comes in. It's got a flat 3 damage weapon. So
yeah.
it's perfect elite killing.
But yeah, so like, hey, there's just so much stuff that can just turn 2 onwards. Well, even
Yeah,
turn 1 for the frontline stuff, but turn 2 onwards, you are just getting bogged down with if you're not prepared to deal with it.
yeah. And if he's got the Zoanthrope unit with his Neuro Tyrant,
Yep,
he can pick those up and redeploy them.
yep,
Yeah, upsy downsy.
yep.
It's a
The
very
only
Absolutely.
versatile
the only thing
detachment.
that,
Yeah,
and I'm obviously I will never claim to be know much about Tyranids because I'm not a Tyrant player. The only thing that confused me in the list, I think that felt a bit out of place, was the Hive Tyrant. But then again, I think the Hive Tyrant gives buffs or something, doesn't it? Or
the Foot Hive Tyrant.
yeah, the one on foot that just slogs
Yeah,
up. I think it was.
yeah. So that one got a buff in the last balanced status slate. It gives lethals and assault auras.
Oh, okay, right,
Yeah,
cool.
so which is pretty useful if he's going all in and he's got a lot of like strength 4 stuff. Maybe
Yep,
lethals helps him out. Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Because I know when he played me, he ran the winged Hive Tyrant because it's got wings. It gets advance in charge and Vanguard Nids.
Yes,
Yeah,
in Wagner. Get
Yeah,
some bites on charge.
yeah,
yeah. Nah, cool. No, awesome. Yeah, well, like I said, that was round 3. Bloody brilliant too. In all honesty, all 3 opponents on the day were awesome.
yeah.
Um,
So just
yeah,
casually knowing that you're going to win the event going into
no,
finishing round
no,
3 is
definitely,
great.
definitely. Like I said, round 2. I think we both, Pato and I, can comfortably say we went into it pretty not confident on each end.
Yep,
And round 3,
100%.
I think round 3 was definitely to a sake of first turn roll. If I'm being honest, it would have been a
Yeah,
different points value had it
yeah,
been first turn in his favor.
yeah. Because
Um,
it's quite interesting. Because going into a 1 day like this where there's more than 16 people, you
hmm,
do actually have to score well
hmm,
to win the event. Like in the 280 kind of 270 280 realm. Because um, Hinare came second and he had 246 points, and
hmm.
then Luke came third
Oh,
with 223
give me a
points. Right.
second. Let me
So
read the
I've
placing.
got it on my screen. I've got it on my screen. You know.
There.
Um, when you have when you know there's going to be multiple undefeated or the potential for multiple undefeated
Hmm.
going to podium, it's not a matter of just scraping past a win. You do actually have to score very high battle points
Win
games
well.
as well. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
Not like a 2-day where you can submarine day 1.
Don't give
Yeah,
all my secrets away.
This the
Or
secret
win, but
sauce.
win with like a 70. Yeah,
yeah, that's the one.
yeah,
That's the one. Just scrape through, just as enough.
yeah. And then you find out that the TO set it to random within bracket. And you go, oh fuck.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
not looking
Lovely.
at any TOs in specific.
I think most of our events are random within bracket just to keep it a bit fresher.
Yeah,
Otherwise, people do start, exactly doing that, going, "Oh, I'm not going to school this on purpose,
yeah,
because I can dodge some of the pairings I don't want and see
yeah.
what happens." Yeah.
But aside from that, it was brilliant as always. Tactical Chili's been putting up some pretty dang good events as of late. So no, I was
I
pretty
mean,
stoked to walk away with 300
yeah,
for the day. It was definitely a pretty good
and
achievement.
yeah,
The three
congratulations for
handies.
taking out, yeah, 3 really good games.
I'm sure I'll have a lot of people gunning for bloods or ready to claim the trophy, the crown off the head at GT. So, but
No, you need to
Uh,
get the 500s now.
yeah, you got to
jeez,
go for
that's an ask.
500.
Either
Yeah.
that reminds me of my old days of teams events. Oof.
But
Um,
all three of us playing at the next one.
I believe so.
Yes,
Yep, yep,
yes, we are all
Okay.
playing.
Okay.
yep.
We are
Should we do a
going.
little friendly, see who scores the best, gets the best result?
Yeah, 100%. I'm
Yeah.
down. Yep,
Let's
yep.
go. I still don't know what I'm going to play, but yes, let's go.
I
Most
don't know what I'm
likely, I
playing
will.
either. Yeah.
I most likely ended up on the jail again because
I can comfortably say I'll just be bringing my Rock'em Sock'em robots again, just because it's
Yeah.
so easy.
Yeah. I'm considering
that's
painting my Valerian just because of Pato.
Yeah, fair enough.
you're the only one that could surprise us because you don't have yet a kind of like you have not decided your mind of what you are going to be doing.
Yeah. No.
Uh,
I mean, because this is a good segue. You know, talking about the 2-day event that we're hosting. Is it the 5th and 6th of October? The Spice Bus Flow.
yes,
Um, yeah, we don't know when points are coming out. We have no idea what it's going to look like.
G
I'm sort of
Dubs.
preparing for it based on the current, the boogeyman, what people are scared of, Wolf Jail, Thousand Suns, Black Templar, all of the post WTC
Oh, geez,
weirdness
have
that's
I
come
have I
out.
have I might have put my Imperial Knights in the firing line now.
Nah,
No,
It's okay. They don't track RTTs. They only track two
yeah,
days.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, that's all
yeah,
good.
yeah,
yeah.
don't worry, don't
Just
worry.
keep winning 1 days. You're fine.
That's it.
Um,
I'm pulling out of 2 days from here on out. That's it. Um,
yeah.
but no, anyway, in regards to that, boys, I appreciate coming on to Tactical Chili. I'm gonna have to love you, and leave you for the stream now. But thank you for having me on and having a yarn.
Thank you for joining. We're gonna
And
go.
Yes.
We were gonna deep dive into your plan and strategy for the next GT event, but looks like you're just gonna keep
I
that
thought,
close to your chest.
yeah, I think I better run away before that deep dive came, and because I got to be able to claim scale somehow. Um,
Fair enough, mate.
but
Fair
no, I
Makes
enough.
sense,
appreciate that.
bro.
I've just more got the old parent
Yeah,
duties to popping up, so I've got to shoot
yeah.
off for that.
All
But
good. Just
no,
slip
I
me
appreciate
five
it,
bucks.
boys.
I'll pair you against Pato first
That's
round
the
at
one.
GT. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
And set him up round one, and
Easy.
then I'll
yeah.
beat him, and he'll get triggered. He'll forget Blood Surge, and that'll be it. 5 losses.
Sounds good. Sounds
We'll
good.
have post-traumatic stress.
Yeah. No,
Seeing
awesome, boys.
yours,
Thank you.
thank
I
you for
appreciate
coming,
it,
my friend.
and keep up the
Thanks,
good
mate.
work. And
We'll
yeah,
catch you
I'll
later.
Yeah.
let you guys keep on talking about what's to come.
Oh,
Excellent.
yep,
Awesome.
100%.
Cheers,
We'll
boys.
We'll
see
see
you.
you soon.
See you. See you.
Ciao.
Good old Josh, man.
I reckon we just keep talking about how you got beat in 19-1, buddy.
100%. We can talk about that all night.
No, no, no. No, I do want to talk a little bit and just brain fart a little bit around, um, what the points means, and because I've been thinking about the 2-day and having not been on a single faction for most of the last 6 to 8 months, just trying all random different things, like you know. I actually don't know what I want to play because I reckon T Suns will get a maybe 150 to 200 points increase. That's not, you know, out of the realm of possibility with I'm expecting the Mutalith Vortex Beast to go back up to the original
They,
points pre balanced data set. What was it, 180? Uh, Infernal Masters
you
to go up
think
a
it's
bit
going
and
to go
Magnus to go up.
180? I
It
think
was
as what
180.
is
It got dropped to
what
150.
I know, and 150. Well, I think they will go in a medium range. They will get a bump, but I don't think they will go back to 180. They drop
You
it
don't
for a
think so?
reason. Now I think that maybe 20 points will be
Yeah,
tops.
maybe 165, 170. Yeah, but I think T
Yeah,
Suns
yeah,
will get a points increase.
100%. That's why we were talking with Tate. Um, they don't without a codex they don't have a way to um, get that army sorted. So they will need to increase the points.
Yeah. But I
Otherwise,
mean,
yeah.
looking at some of the Meta Monday results, like I was just checking out one out this morning, it seems quite balanced. Sisters is featuring a lot. Bringers of Flame
Sister
is
is
doing
the
very well
yeah
in singles.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
Looks like Hypercrypt is still up there. Some Mad Lad did Crusher Stampede and went 4-1 and got second. Space Wolves is still top three. Black Templars is there. Firestorm, I checked out the Firestorm list. Whole bunch of tactical Marines and Rhinos, which is quite interesting. I was talking to Fraser down in Wellington about that because he plays Firestorm. I was going, "What's in this list? How does it work? I don't understand it. It's just Marine bodies. There's nothing scary. It's like firstborn Marines, right?" Um, Imperial Guard took out a 75 play event in Mexico, 6-0. And there's a couple of Imperial Knight wins as well.
Look at that.
And
Imperial
one is in, oh, that's probably Taos actually. Without looking up who it is, there's an Imperial Knight that went 5-0 in Christchurch last weekend in a 40-man event. Probably Taos.
Yeah, Tulsi. I was named that
If it wasn't, sorry, Christchurch champion of No Surrender. He's the only Knights player I know that comes from Christchurch or is based in Christchurch. So I'm assuming it's him.
so that was mentioned in the Meta Monday.
Yeah, it was listed in Meta Monday. It's a 2-day event. We
Ah,
need to get down to some of these.
we need to. I have never been in Christchurch, man. I've never been in the Side Island. Side Island.
Really? All right, we're gonna have to make it to one of the South Island events.
Yeah, I'm really keen to go down there, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take you to some really really bad and dodgy bars if they're still around.
Uh, that sounds about right. I have a friend that lives there, a Chilean, and live yeah for has been living there for a long time.
Yeah.
Um, Never had the opportunity to go down there, man.
No, we should go visit. I'll take you drinking by Avon River and see if you roll into the river.
Excellent, sounds good.
That's what we do.
Roll into
Um,
the river.
yeah, but I think every faction has something you can bring to a singles event now, with the potential to take it out, do really well, get a good run where you don't meet some of your predator
Yes,
factions, right? Yeah. Even GSC went second in Australia at a 97 player event, got 5-1.
5-1.
Yeah, by a Sanctic as well. So I
Top,
think
top,
that's the
that's,
Muscle Beach list, isn't it? By Sanctic.
I think so.
Yeah. So we'll show that to Tate. Just go look.
Oh, he's on the claw one.
Yeah, Outlander Claw. Well, it's because Ennis Wilson took Outlander Claw to a win at a 120-man event or something, right? So
Yeah,
now Tate's all fired up.
but he likes that. He really likes that,
Yeah,
and is trying hard to make it work.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, still,
Um, I'm also thinking about, what do I take to the GT so I can practice into teams as well? Like what
yes,
faction, what list I'm likely to be playing? Because at the moment I don't have a faction for teams.
you don't
Yeah.
have. You were trying to get the T-Suns working, but with the very, very, very clear nerf
Well,
output
so
increase.
I'm not a T Suns player. I
I
can
know.
say that much. I gave it a go because I got beaten so hard. I just needed to see what this army was about, and learn the rules. Because it is one of those factions. If you don't know the rules, it's very hard to play against. So that's why I put some effort
Yes,
into learning T Suns. But I don't know necessarily that it's the army for me.
it's a really it's an interesting army. I play in the previous edition. I play a lot of T-Suns. Um, had been playing them for since fourth or fifth edition, something like
Yeah,
that. Is when I
yeah,
started, and it's definitely it has changed, but it's definitely an army that just does not forgive you on mistakes. You need to play it on to the point. It's very, very. You need, being there, concentrated, a lot of skills. Um, yes, That is interesting. I love them, but yeah, I probably if I play 5 days of T-Suns, I will end it up with a fucking massive headache. Um, which I'm not keen for that stuff, man. I'm too old
It's
for that shit.
yeah, I mean, it's an army you need a lot of reps on, probably 3 or 4 times more than like
Yeah.
an easy to pick up faction, because you need to know very precise measurements, all of your ranges very, very well, what your units can do and bring to the table in all of the matchups, when to play aggressive, when to play passive, especially with the torrent nerf. They can't shoot torrent through walls anymore. They can't indirect.
Yes.
Your main indirect piece is just Magnus now. So how do you play aggressive with the Infernal Masters? How do you protect them? Because they are just marine bodies, right? Because when I played against T-Suns with my Custodes, if I can make the charges, I can kill almost all of the Rubik scrolls in one turn once I clear the
Yeah. You.
screens. So they are
Yeah.
very, very squishy.
Yes. Yes. They are Marines at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And that's the yeah the main thing with them.
yeah.
Um.
So I
Yeah.
don't
They
know.
go.
Do I stay with Custodes? I do like Custodes. I think if they get a points drop again, which is very, very possible, maybe not their staple units, maybe something else in their Forge data sheets or some of the other units that's not seeing the table. Um, hopefully Alaris get a bit of a drop, maybe. But they're currently at something like 42% win rate. So Custodes potentially could be up for a buff.
Potentially they could go up for a good buff.
Yeah,
Maybe they get some love. Maybe they get
yeah,
a couple of units.
yeah,
But yeah, it will be interesting to see.
yeah. But I don't know if Custodes is something we want in our 5-man lineup. We did last time, and it did okay.
Yeah,
But
they.
I I felt it made pairings hard. Yeah.
I think the same. We have the Aldari. Sorry, not the Aldari. The Necrons potentially in the big knights that I think they
Only if
can.
we get the international superstar Johnny Larson.
Yeah, Johnny Larson, because John T lost against Luke Paramount, so
No,
we are not
John T.
bringing.
Larson, our good friend John T. Larson, not to be
Yes,
mistaken with international superstar Johnny Larson.
Johnny Larson.
Um,
Yeah,
John
Johnny
T. I
Larson.
don't know. I think John T. is looking to branch out into a different faction and play something else for fun. Like he's been preparing and you know being on Necrons for the last I don't even know how long. Not since
Uh,
last year's WTC, right? So he's been playing Necrons for over 12 months, with
yeah,
only a few tests into Tau and some other factions. He might want to play something different.
yeah, and we are more than happy with that.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Because
plays a lot of
we don't
TTS.
have anyone locked into any factions right now. I can confidently say.
No,
You're waiting to see what happens to Wolf Jail points as well, because they copped a nerf in the last one. Who knows what's going to happen
he,
this one?
well,
Hopefully, it's not too bad.
they got a nerf last one. They got
Yeah,
a point increase on
yeah,
all the main units, the
yeah,
Wolfen and the Thunderwolves.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
think that.
if I
Yeah,
think what could potentially happen is jump pack intercessors get a points increase because they're
yeah,
good in Wolf Jail, they're good in Gladius Dark Angels, and they're very good in Blood Angels.
Blood
So
Angels. Yeah,
three very strong sort of archetypes all make use of multiple, sometimes 10-man units of jump hackers or intercessors.
jumping. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking. And there's a really they are really good for the
yeah, because
points.
you're running
Really.
3 units of 5, aren't you?
Yeah.
If they went up 15 points each, you got to redo the list.
I have a plan actually. Up to I think up to I was thinking up to 90 points. I can do it. If they go higher than that, I think there is no
Yeah,
point to keep running
yeah,
the list
yeah.
because
I
they
think
remember that they already took an increase of like the classic list that they were happening with a lot of wolfins and all that.
yeah, Wolfen and
Some of those lists
Thunderwolves.
went up
Yeah,
like 200 points, man.
yeah. But I'm
200 points.
thinking jump hackers or intercessors, maybe Vindicators, because Vindicators have been doing well in the 10 tank Ironstorm list, triple Predator,
100
triple
and,
Vindicator list.
but 175 points already. You think it's going up higher?
Yeah, probably not.
Tw- don't think so. 24 inches range is still very easy to play around. yeah, they do a lot of damage, but
Yeah, they're a
outgunned
staple
by
for. But you
yeah,
see, Marines, Ironstorm, and CSM both taking Vindicators, right? They are very, very good pieces.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't, that's the thing. I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
because you don't know if they are going to consider just one faction and then let's
yeah,
fuck all the rest that are in the middle range, or they yeah.
yeah. And then we're waiting to
That's
see if Primaris Crusader squads get messed up as well. With Olivia
most
Weiss
likely.
taking out War Masters and doing really well at WTC, that 100 Crusader list is legitimately scary. And look, if that list doesn't change in points, we should look at bringing it just to bully pairings.
Bully pairings. More likely that you go there because I'm not going to move that amount of fucking Marines, bro.
You
Nah,
don't want to play that one.
fuck no, not
It's
going
easy.
to
It's
happen.
just like playing orcs. Just like dump everything on the table, right?
I don't have the you last teams. You were our green tide player, so now it's black tide, so it's pretty
Black
much the
Tide.
same.
Or if
Yeah,
custodians go down in points, Golden Tide.
golden tide. Yes, yeah,
Golden
yeah, yeah.
Tide. Or can I bring
I
Can I bring Null Maiden? I really want to try the Null Maiden Canis Rex list.
don't know, mate. You could you bought some more, so you could
I don't have
potentially.
enough sisters, and
Oh,
I don't have vigilators, and I don't have witch seekers.
ah, you
So
need more.
I
Yeah,
need more sisters to pull that off, and rhinos as well. So bit of stuff to paint.
true. Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
waiting to see what happens.
I have the sisters, but I think they will take a massive nerf because
Yeah,
they are pretty much in the last couple of weeks in all the top tables. Winning events or at least coming
yeah.
first, second, and third consistently. Flamers of bringers of flame, bringers of flame. A couple of other detachment here and there sporadically, but yeah, nah. I
You know
still
what we should
assemble
do?
them, painting them.
We should bring 5 absolutely massive horde lists.
You Chris Voss was talking about that.
I know, I know.
I
I
know.
think they have a good idea. Yeah, let's not give away everyone's secrets, but
I
I'm
know.
so he's thinking in a certain direction. I'm thinking like AdMech,
Fuck.
Skatari cohort.
I think I will say it here. If Michael is it's listening to this point, Michael Taylor, I think he is thinking to revive his admix.
Oh yeah, he does have
I,
AdMech.
I
Yeah,
I have certain privileged information that I will not disclose here, but he after seeing what happened with Finn and the admix list, he maybe is thinking to go something similar or
I I
near that.
don't know if he's got the sterilizers and the Teraxes.
What the sterilized
Fly
the
boys
firewalls?
the fly boys are
How
quite
many?
hard to collect.
How,
They're so
how many?
expensive.
How many
Lists
do you
run
need from
between
the
30
list?
to 60. It was 30 minimum, 3 units of 10, and you can run up to 60 with the 2 different types.
Because it's two profile. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 2 different ones.
that
There's the
is
Flamer one, which if you run 10, that's 10d6 Flamers, and the other one Fire and Feeds.
lovely.
Yeah,
And how many points is that unit?
not a lot.
Hmm.
I'll look it up.
Fire
AdMech
and
is
Fade.
cheap.
Yeah, I remember when Eldari was cheap, but they were broken. Um,
Okay, so the Flamers are 150 points for 10,
what? 150.14.
and the non-Flamers, the other ones, I think this is the Fire and Feed ones. They are 130 points for 10.
What's their actual?
And they can fire and fade 12 inches if they end the fire and fade move within 6 inches of battle line.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Um,
But
and the thing is, core makes stuff battle line. Core can be battle line. There's an
yes,
aura. They updated the aura, so there's a lot of really really interesting interactions in the admech list now.
That's interesting. Yeah, not many people has the admit to play and to know what's going on with them.
So how many flyboys do you have? I think I have 15.
15
Yeah,
of the admit ones.
yeah.
I have zero. I
I
don't
thought
have
you had.
admit.
You don't have admic. Ah, so I'm our admic. Okay.
Yeah, you're our admit. I could potentially get some admit, but I'm pretty sure the person that don't have any of the flying boys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, interesting. But we will see. This team event will be interesting because it will be straight after the points, and people will be looking for different, um, I guess, testing some stuff. Some of them
Yeah.
trying. Yeah, um, we will see how we go. As you said, we don't have nothing locked. I my yeah, technically, the Space Wolves is my first choice, but
Wait.
with,
Just. I'm
without
sorry.
the point.
I just have to interrupt. You know how Josh is like, see, boys, I got parental duties, gonna go look after my boy and
Yes,
things like that. I just saw him pop up on Steam. He's playing Space Marines too.
of course.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. If you listen to this
You-
episode, we caught you. We caught you.
We called you mother trucker, mother trucker. Good old Josh
Megalucci.
Megalucci.
Yeah.
Meg no, what is it? Meg. Oh, I don't know.
Me.
Megly,
No. Me
Megly,
no see? No. Me.
Megly, Megali, Megali. I don't know. Oh, he's going to kill us, man.
Yeah, probably.
Uh,
Hey, he ditched us to play Space Marine, which I don't blame
yeah,
him. It is a
true,
fun game.
true,
Um,
true. Yeah, I already
no, man.
finished that.
I need to have. If you stop making me do stuff for Tackle Chili, I can play the game.
Dude, I'm not going to bring this up, but it's more the
Okay,
stuff
shut.
you
Cut it.
do.
Cut. No.
Okay. Lorcana.
Um, yeah, Lorcana. So now we're going to talk about Lorcana. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Um,
We are going to have an episode for Charlie talk about Lorcana and the benefits of playing Lorcana.
yeah.
And
So
the
I've signed up.
spending
I'm
your
going to
money
sign
in
up to some
Lorcana.
store championships, and we'll see how that goes.
It's
Competitive TCG.
competing TCG. Well,
Yeah.
I won a game.
Oh, you beat
Was
me.
yeah, it was actually quite cool.
It was a fun game.
To have
Yeah.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we will be doing some. We will be doing some episodes with some different people. We are bringing Luke from the Roosters, talking about the teams.
Yes,
Um,
that's right. So do you want to just yeah? So we wanted to do an episode talking about the journey of a team from sort of starting getting into the team's format, playing together as a group. Because Roosters now is quite a mature team. They've been to quite a few teams events, and they've got quite a big roster as well. Fielding two teams sometimes. So
yes,
we've invited Luke to as one of the original Roosters members and captaining a few times. Their journey, how they prepare, how they select factions, that kind of stuff. So we wanted to just highlight the amount of effort and work that goes into improving and playing as a team. And of course, they beat us at NZTC. So let's dig
yes,
that apart and have a look into what they did really well against us and how we want to improve as well as a team. And we'll talk about preparation mainly and how to approach the team's format because I don't think there's a whole lot of content out there around this.
no, we like teams. We it's some of one of the formats that we really enjoy, and in New Zealand is getting more popular. And is people around that maybe wants to go there, they don't know what how to do it, or what's the work that involves, and it will be cool to listen um, from their experience. And what I like from them is that even the players are very consistent. They have two, as you say, they normally field two teams, but they have enough numbers to move around, but they are consistent. The players are normally the same people, so they have been working you can see a process
Yeah. Yeah.
with them that is starting to pay off. You can see that they getting stronger and stronger, and better results.
And I think from what I've seen as well, they're a team that are exploring a lot more skew lists. If you look at what we brought last time, we stuck to very good list in terms of singles performance, but we haven't really started taking the leap into what if we just go full skew into one thing. Whereas the
Yes,
Roosters have that element, and I think that can surprise people in pairings. So stay tuned.
yes, 100%.
We will be interviewing the hypercrypt killer himself next week.
Yes, yes, that will be one of the. We will more likely also try to talk with the captains for the team's event, that is the Immortal Chili. We may be bringing them after the pods are released to see, talking about their expectations and a little bit about that. Um, just to submerge you guys into the full experience of teams. Um, and I think this will be an interesting teams, Charlie. Um, we will
The
see.
first teams that has been run by the Immortals, I
Yes, as
think.
the first team outside of a part of Wellington and Auckland, I guess.
I don't know if Christchurch has ran one, not to my knowledge, but yeah, so
No, yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah,
competitive teams, WTC format, especially with WTC terrain,
yeah,
full WTC terrain, probably one of the few ones outside of Auckland, Wellington. I know
yeah,
Whangarei ran a couple of smaller teams events as well, 4-man teams, I think.
yeah,
But this
yeah.
will be
This
very interesting.
this
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. We will have the pod system. So the first day will be from the pod, and then up to the seating, and we will see a lot of things happening there. Yeah, will be interesting. So we will be trying to cover that. We have the GT on the 5th of October, 5th and 6th of October, the Spice Most Flow, and that will be our first GT on our new venue.
Yep.
Um,
Testing. We found a new venue not too long ago. Similar area, still out in East Auckland, at the Hawick
Correct.
Little Theatre. Just yeah, trying to grow the scene a little bit bigger, and because we were quite restricted by space before, didn't want to interrupt Tom's shop, Spellbound, too much. I mean, he
Yes,
probably has the space, but we would be taking over the shop. Um, and
correct.
yeah, we want to make sure that he can still operate. So we'll probably moving forward run our RTTs and smaller events still out of Spellbound to support Tom, for giving back to the community over the years. And then yeah, with some of the bigger events, see test out some new venues, hope resonates with the community and the players. And we found one with a bar, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, Warhammer and drinks, nothing
And
better,
yeah,
I
air
guess.
conditioning, bar, space.
Yes,
That's what we
space
went
and
with this time. Yeah,
good
and
parking. Good parking, that
yeah,
is
plenty of
very
parking.
important in Auckland.
2 minutes
That
walk from
actually.
KFC. That's what sold it for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you have KFC, Carl Jr., McDonald's. There is a lot of
There's a
food
BK
around.
around as well. Yeah, it's right by Highland
It's a
Park
BK,
Shopping
yeah,
Centre. Yeah,
yeah. And a salt pizza. Fuck, I love
yeah,
salt pizza. Man.
yeah.
Love
There's a
it.
Vietnamese
So
restaurant. I think there's some sushi across the road as well. So plenty of eating
yeah,
places.
dude,
Yeah, we
it
got you
is a lot
covered.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Lot of food, lot of the stuff there. So, and I just got the notification that we have a private parking, not needed to use the one that is shared with the netball club. The
Oh,
little theater
fantastic.
has a parking on the back area that is with a gate, so it's very easy and will be very good for us. We just need to double check. But yeah, I was informed today about that, so quite cool.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're still working on the logistics, but the venue has been confirmed. Hopefully.
100%.
Um,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. was
Eh,
confirmed 100% now.
Awesome. And we will be, testing it out, giving it a
Covered.
go, and then hopefully have a really great time.
Yes, correct.
I
Oh,
haven't seen the beer menu yet, so looking forward to see what they offer.
we will see what's going on there. But yeah, we really appreciate everybody that stay with us, that share, and kind of follow us and keep giving us all the support all the time, not only in the events but also here in the channel. We have we are if you are not in the Facebook and our Facebook page, we are having a giveaway at this point. This is the first of many giveaways. We have the first one is with tactical chili dices, or dice. What's
Dice.
the
The
dice? Okay.
plural of dice is still dice.
I hate English sometimes, mate. Cool. We are going to have a giveaway dice, tactical chili dice. It's a set of 20, the very spicy dice. And then we will continue with some other stuff, some objective markers. And we have some, as we mentioned before, some WTC dice and objective markers that will also go for giveaway, but it's for the people that is following us in YouTube, in Facebook, and is sharing the content with the community. We want to give something back to you guys that are part, the main, I guess, motivation for us to keep doing what we are doing. Talking shit,
I think,
yes.
I
Talk
think,
lots.
and I'm gonna just haven't talked to Pato about this. I think we
Yes,
give
go
away
for it.
some of the WTC merch, like do a big giveaway, when we hit 100 followers on Facebook.
Yeah, sounds good. We are almost there.
Because that's when I can live stream.
That's right. That's when we can live
So it's a
stream.
big milestone. We need 100 followers in order to live stream, and we would love to live stream some of our events, or because we've been talking about traveling to other cities, other maybe to Australia,
Correct.
something like that, as Tactical Chile, and doing some live streams and reporting back, and bringing you some more content. So
And and
yeah,
and at some stage we are going to be hopefully sharing games or live games, or and we are going to have a new kind of a studio, I will say, um, that we will have a new setup. We will may allow us to invite people to be instead of being here, each one in his own place, or all of us together drinking something and talking about Warhammer, or even having a game. So we will, yeah, there is a lot of things coming. We are quite happy with that.
this
And
means
yeah,
you need to
we
get a
will
beer
keep you
fridge though.
posted. But that's not a problem. I used to have one. I just
Yeah,
sold it
sounds
because
like you need
here I
another one.
couldn't. Yeah, because I couldn't fit it in here in the new
Yeah,
space. Yeah, 100%. I can have one.
I mean, I've got one, you've got one. Where's Ryan gonna go?
Oh, yeah, Ryan
Choices,
probably will.
choices.
And we were going to live very close, so probably he will come to yours,
Finish and
get
then go to
the
yours, right?
finish, and then go to mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. So that will be all
Sounds
good.
about right. Yeah,
Sounds about right. Cool. Yeah, that I think that's pretty much for the day, Charlie.
yeah.
Was a quite
This
good
is
episode, I will say.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to some of the other events happening. There's a lot of events for the I yeah, we're spoiled. Like we said, Rotorua Wargaming Club is running their 2-day GT weekend of the is it the 12th of October? It's the one
the
after us, right? 12th,
yes,
12th and
that's the
13th.
12th
So
of October.
that hasn't sold out. You want to go for a great time, do some hot pools and
Yes,
rolling
I'm
dice.
going there with the
Fantastic.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I can't make that because I won't be around, but I love going to Rotorua for events. Lakes of Blood as well in November. I think mid-November,
November
16th, 17th, somewhere around that.
16 is 17.
Yeah,
Yes,
16th, 17th, Dave Louis event, always a fantastic blast. If I can make that, I will absolutely try and make it. Um, And then December, which is already sold out, but shout out to Properly Cox, Christmas, Fight Before Christmas, sold out in what, 3 days or something. This is also an amazing event. Because it's a Christmas one,
Yes.
it's a lot more chill. I believe there is a bar on site as well, at the venue, so go have a
Then
great
is a
time.
new venue for them. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Will be quite interesting that one.
yeah, and hopefully Steve can make it on our show next time.
Oh, it's just, dude, we are seven followers in Facebook to get the hundreds.
Yeah, I checked. That's why I said let's hit the 100, do a massive giveaway to the followers, and just yeah,
That's quite cool.
looking
Um,
forward to it.
yeah, that sounds good. You will do the all the a blur for the release on the social media. I like it.
Fine, no, no, maybe. See how much time I have at work.
Okay. How you work?
I work. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I work all the time,
I don't know. I'm
constantly
just
working.
asking. That's all good. That's
Actually, I
all
should
good.
hit up Michael to see if he wants to grab coffee tomorrow.
Oh, I have Michael's trophy. Well, we'll talk offline. We don't need to
We'll
get
sort
the
it out.
people to
Yep,
listen to this rubbish.
yep,
Thank you, everybody. Good night. Stay spicy as always,
yep. Thank
as
you for all
Charlie
the
loves to
support.
say.
Yep, and we are going to be coming out with more content, covering all those events we just talked about. So
Yeah.
stay
Stay tuned
stay tuned.
and stay spicy.
I'm not gonna say it.
You need to.
You know what was spicy though? Nairi's chili sauce. Oh, if you
Yeah.
love a good chili sauce, full of flavor, very very spicy. Hit up
That
Nairi. She
was
sells chili bottles of chili sauce. I'm probably gonna get one myself.
yes.
It was delicious.
So good.
Yeah,
Victor, the Mexican friend, he was so good that the Mexican is asking Nari to sell some of that chili. So
yeah,
that's a good recommendation, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I reckon shots of chili during pairings.
That will be the probably shot of chili or shot of pisco from Chile.
Yeah,
One of those.
yeah.
Cool, bro.
All right.
See you around.
Good night,
See you,
everyone.
people. Thank you very much. Good
See
night.
ya.